Hi guys, it's Lynn from Mockingbird in Maine, and I am excited to show you my first design team project junk journal for the Graphics Fairy. And I have created a junk journal using a hardcover book that I have covered in some upholstery fabric that's in beautiful green and blue muted colors. And on the front I've done a collage and layering with fabrics and bits of paper and laces and vintage buttons and vintage music paper. It measures about 6 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall, and it's a chunky one. It's about 3 inches thick here. I bound this one with some tea-dyed seam binding and some vintage lace, and I have a tea-dyed seam binding closure that is removable. It does lay flat when the closure is removed, but if you wanted to put it on a shelf, the closure would be helpful with that. On the cover here we have one of the Shakespearean ladies from the Graphics Fairy bundle. And behind her I've just tucked a little key image, and you could write your name on the back of it or the date you start the journal, and that just slips right in back there. And let's take a look inside. Right inside the front cover we have a lace pocket with some more vintage buttons and a bunch of pieces of ephemera for journaling. And most of the ephemera pieces in this are from the Graphics Fairy premium website. Love him. And these birds, I just love these images. And you could glue that on or use that to embellish a page or journal on the back of it and tuck it right back in the pocket. Another journaling card there. And a book plate, which also could be either glued on with your name, or you could tuck it right back in the pocket. And as I like to do with all of my journals, I have included a couple of pages from a small wildflower guidebook that I have, and I wanted to keep with the blue and the green theme of the color scheme of the cover. So I've included that, and everything just slips right back in the pocket. And on this page, this is a full-size pocket here that I've created with a portion of a table runner. We've got a little bulb pin with a butterfly charm there, and lace on the edge here, and inside, and I just love this tag. Look at her, another Shakespearean lady from the new bundle that was recently added to the website. I've layered her with some fabric, and on the back we've got a little tuck with a couple more little tiny either embellishments you can use or more little journaling pieces. On this side we have a flip up with some journaling, and this one flips to the side. We've got a couple of extra pages. I believe this is the French frames bundle, which I love those. The pages I've created using book pages that I've sewn together, about 5 or 6 of them, to create a nice base for these heavily embellished pages that I've sewn on and add lots of papers and layers. We've got some corrugated cardboard here, some more vintage music paper, and so they're nice and thick and sturdy. Here I've created a belly band with a doily, and inside is the first of the mini journals, a little clip with a bit of linen from a vintage napkin on there. And look at her, another Shakespearean lady. And this journal I've created, I've attached the paper to a glassine bag and made pockets on both sides. This is also from the website, and I've added a little sample of lace. And then he sort of looks like Shakespeare-ish. And this is drawing paper. You could, of course, journal on it, but if you do sketch, then you could use it for that as well. And I've torn and distressed the edges And here on the other side of the glassine pocket is another little journaling tag. And you can journal in the back as well. And that just slips right in here. And there is even more space. There are a lot of big pockets in this, and you can add more of your keepsake ephemera, or if you do pen pals, you could keep letters and postcards in here as well. A lot of space. Here is a little lace flip up and this little pin and key charm. Just kind of hold it down, just a little bit of weight to it. And here's another pocket here with some more ephemera, another lady. And this, I love these tabs. This is also from the website. I love these tabs. I've used a few of those in this journal. On this page, and you can see the vintage pages I've used to sew together. This is from an Italian grammar book. And this one is a pocket here with a couple of journaling tags. And another little journaling card with just a little ruffle of ribbon, and this has tea-dyed paper on the back. And here we have a tuck from the bottom with a card, and this flips, and although it's small, it is a secret little journaling spot right there under the lace. And I love her. She just, a little tag, and she slips right in there. On this page I've created a pocket with lace and some gray silk and a little silk fabric flower there. And here, of course, another lady, another big pocket. And this, I guess you could consider this a, oops, another journaling card there, another mini journal. I've added little snippets of fabric and seam binding and lace, and then created a bunch of tags, and each one has a stamp on it that's different. See that? And they're all attached with a little bulb pin there. So you could use this as a journal as is, or you could take it apart and use these tags elsewhere within this journal or in other projects. And plenty of journaling space on the back of all the tags. So a little bit of brown twine. Here we have a couple of the Latin flashcards that I like, and another little journaling card in this pocket, and just a pretty image there. And my favorite thing is the secret spots, and this has a full pocket with another tab and a big journaling card. Let's see if I can get you a view of that. And then a full pocket, so more space to tuck away secret journaling. And again, some layering with the lace and the vintage music paper. Here we have another little image from the Graphics Fairy, and this is on just a piece of a table runner, some pretty floral paper. A pocket here made out of burlap with some more journaling. And this is just the edge of I think it was a pillowcase that I cut the eyelet. This was gifted to me by Becky, and I just thought the colors went perfectly with this journal. Thank you, Becky. And here we have a floating pocket with more little pieces of ephemera to journal on. I really enjoyed looking through the Graphics Fairy Premium website to find journaling pieces that would fit with the theme of this journal. There's just so much. That's why this got so chunky. I keep adding and adding and adding, and I don't know when to stop. And on this one, the secret pocket is on the side with a large index card and another one of the floral tabs. Lots of space in there. Here we have a lace pocket with a little faux leaf and some pretty floral paper, and some more little pieces of ephemera, a little paper ruffle there on an index card, and these birds, I love them. And here, a pocket with fabric that I've tea dyed and little bits of a doily. And we have another lady, and a little journaling spot there. Lace there, and a floating bag with more little pieces of ephemera. And the little pieces, I mean, you could even use them to decorate. You could glue them on different pages or tuck them somewhere, or you could journal on the back and hide them away. And everything has been distressed on the back or backed with coffee dyed paper. Oops. And a little bulb pin with a star charm. Here we have a pocket. It's a piece of a doily, and I've gessoed a little bit on here and tried to add some layering with the lace and the fabric just to give it a little more interest and a little more age. And in this pocket we have a big journaling card there and a journaling tag, tea dyed paper on the back. And here's another one of the mini journals, and look at her. I love her. Little butterfly, part of a doily. And this is a little file folder. On the back we've got two little tuck spots, some coffee dyed lace on the tab there, and inside is what you find in a typical junk journal, various papers that have been coffee or tea dyed, a little paper doily, music paper, ledger paper. I've included a portion of a Shakespeare play. There's a little flip out there. So extra journaling, or you could put a photo. And a little Mockingbird stamp in the back there. And that just slips right in here. And here's another Shakespearean lady. She just slips right in. If you have a photo of your own, you could slip that right in there instead. And a portion of a doily, another vintage button. And here, the secret pocket is from the bottom. And with a little postcard journaling card. And again, there's lots of space in there. You could really add a lot more to this journal of your own collections and keepsake ephemera and letters. Here we have another part of that doily, and it's all tattered, and I love that. And a piece of a vintage linen napkin. Some of it's here. Lace pocket, and a little image of a couple of moths in my studio tonight. This I've clipped with a pin, and you could unpin it, but if it just slips off. And another lady, and some more journaling space. And that just tucks in there. And on this page we have a secret pocket. We've got some vintage buttons and a bunch of layering, some more gesso. We've got lace and fabric and paper, and inside I've used one of the bookmarks from the website, backed it with coffee dyed paper, and added a little tab, and that just slips right in there. And on this page, these ladies are from the new Shakespearean Ladies bundle. These little inchies, 1-inch squares, I turned into a little garland. And I created a pocket here with a CD holder. I've cut it and attached it, and now it's a pocket. There's some journaling space there and there. And here's an envelope I made from a book page. And inside I've tucked a page from Hamlet. And this is just a coffee dyed a grungy piece of paper that you can use for journaling or to write a letter. And that just all goes in there. And on the last page we have another lace pocket with some collaging, another lady there, and a bow pin with another charm, and another little grungy piece of a Shakespeare play, and another bird. Just love these. And a vintage lotto card that I've turned into a journaling card with another lady on it, and just dressed it on the back, added the lace tab, and that goes right in there. And that is it. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you like this journal. It will be going into my Etsy shop on Friday the 21st. And I will see you next month. Thank you so much. Take care.